A.C.B.A.
Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with an update. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I enjoyed mine. First and foremost, please go back, check out this past week's episode of the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. Episode 190 is available for your viewing and listening pleasure. That was Friday night. Was able to actually do a little displaying on Friday, open up a few things that I've had on ice for a little while, and some things that I had just gotten. I had got a little pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store that contained my Echo figure, the Star Wars Black Series Echo, the last member I needed from the original core Bad Batch crew. So I put together a little setup with the 5 members, utilizing one of my dioramas from my man Ron from Lawless Studios. I shot with just the white backdrop at first, wanted it to look like it was kind of overcast, kind of cloudy, little rim light with a hot light. Mostly I use white lights, but in a scene like this, I do want something to represent the sun, so I do get one of my hotter, sort of redder, warm lights and use that for a little rim light and for a little backlight. And this was really just all about the posing and positioning and making sure that you can see each member, even if as you move to the back of the line, they may be a little blurred. But that was also done purposely because I kind of wanted it to seem like, the haze of the sun and the other members in the front were slightly obstructing the view. But yeah, I shot a few shots with the white backdrop. Then of course I used the gradient backdrop as well. No real tricks or anything here, just solid posing. I was pretty happy with the walking poses. I didn't use any stands or anything to prop anybody up, just the hinges and the ankle pivots. I saw that the Star Wars Black Series account on Instagram reposted this, so thank you to those guys. But yeah, I posted this on Friday. It wasn't until today, when I'm recording this, Monday the 2nd, that it was reposted for a feature. Saturday, me and my girl actually went to the museum, the Museum of Modern Art of the MoMA in New York City. She and we visit a lot of museums, as we both have like corporate IDs that we can use for a discount, basically. Only pay $5 to get in. Got a kick out of this. Saw this horse here, immediately reminded me of the McFarlane horse. Thanos copter. I do love visiting the museum for ideas for displaying, Also got Android 17 and 18 as part of that pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store. Just something vanilla here, but I really did build out this set as far as the depth is concerned. I kind of made it look like they were in front of the park, maybe the park that Android 17 was protecting or something like that. I used some little miniature trees in the background and the larger trees here in the foreground. That's the old gate from the Alien Dudes, the Marvel Select Chitauri from the first Avengers movie. I never held on to any of the actual figures, but I kept all of the props. But yeah, just something clean cropped and contained here. This was supposed to be a post for Simple Sunday. No, actually, before I had got to this, I had kept the same setup and just switched it around a little bit and had a little Hulk versus Thing action. I talked about getting the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Hulk with the Paul Harding Hulk head sculpts, and I really just wanted to showcase one of the head sculpts here. The focus is really just supposed to be on Hulk, but I do like how it's kind of like the shape of the rock on the left and the tree and smoke and everything. It kind of looks like it's kind of making a circle around the two of these guys. Again, just a white backdrop, little rim lighting with my hotter light, clean cropped and contained, nothing crazy here. And then I wanted to increase the difficulty meter a little bit, try some perspective shots here. I started out shooting a couple of Tusken Raiders, elevated a little makeshift ledge, and then utilized one of the dioramas from Lawless Studios down below. And I was working with the 3/4 inch Mando, and I had recently got the a Grogu in with that Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot because I didn't want to open the one that came with the Razor Crest. But honestly, I could barely see. I had to get a step stool and this and that. And I didn't realize that after the fact that the f-stop was just not right. So, it was too blurred. Like you couldn't see them. Even though I did take some shots with Mando and Grogu in focus, I wish they were actually more in focus in the shot that's focusing directly on the Tusken Raiders. So I don't know. I still do have this set up, and I did swap it out. And then I did use the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Mando, and I finally opened the Vintage Series Stormtrooper 4-pack, and I used those down below, swapped out the base, did something a little more woodland, grassy, and then I've got Mando kind of stalking and maybe about to take some sniper shots on some stormtroopers down below. And this I like. Use the in-camera settings for like a white sort of fluorescent. I use that in conjunction with the landscape view just to kind of give it that sort of bluish hue to make it look like Mando's kind of in the dark. But I do have a hot sort of makeshift sunlight spotlight shining down on the troopers. And this was a lot of work, but you know, you can see some BTS here. And the cutout that I have there is really just so we can cover that little peg that you use to peg the rifle into Mando's back. But, you know, it all worked out. Clever little tricks. That's really all it's about in terms of hiding the stands and hiding things that won't show up great on camera or whatever the case may be on film. Just a lot of patience, taking shots, looking at them on the computer, going back to the drawing board. Like I said, this is actually still set up basically. So I'm gonna try a couple different things later. All right, just a couple more things before I get up out of here. I will have one more update in terms of the figures from the Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. Some more in-hand footage, videos, and a little bit of bonus content with some custom things as well. So look out for that. We are rapidly approaching the US premiere date of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And there's a lot of madness going on social media right now. People just spoiling the movie left and right. On Facebook, a big spoiler from the movie. I scrolled through this morning and saw that. No spoiler posts, no nothing. I had to send him a message, man. Like, yo, what are you doing, son? And then some fool on Instagram tagged me in a video. So yeah, I'm annoyed by that. But hey, go back. Check out my Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange review. Still up on the channel. Still doing decent numbers. And also check out the Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack review again. Or for the first time if you're just checking it out. But yeah, be vigilant out there. Try to dodge the spoilers. I guess we'll be talking about the movie on this week's episode of the podcast, maybe. I think we all have early tickets. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year.